Okay, so I guess the next title we need to talk about is Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this one was a game that was highlighted in the Mark Cerny presentation. We couldn't quite get a full grip on it, on what it was actually doing. Obviously, there was going to be enhanced ray tracing effects there. There's the classic shot of the Hogwarts hall there, which people have been comparing to various different systems, including high-end PC. So I'm assuming now that with insights from the developer, we've got a much better understanding of what's going on here.
Yeah, so basically that kind of key mode, I would say that 30 FPS mode that they have been showing off is their Fidelity RT mode. So that has RT reflections and RT shadows, like was earmarked in the Cerny presentation. But they have laid out a number of interesting improvements here, like the RT reflections have improved resolution relative to the PS5 version. For the RT shadows, I have not looked at the PC version in too much detail here, but on PS5, they get very impressively diffuse at a far distance. They look very, very realistic. They said they're using some sort of checkerboard solution to reconstruct the RT shadows there.
Right.
There weren't super clean results in all circumstances. Like I was going through a cave with a light basically attached to the player, and there was some breakup in those kind of close range shadows with that really close light source there. But there weren't any signs of like the weird kind of screen space issues we thought that we saw in the preview footage. And there is a very nice fall off to the shadows when you actually get a light that's hitting an object, and then that light is falling off very realistically as it gets more distant and more distant. Here, all of the modes that they do have are using PSSR instead of the old technique, which was Unreal's TAA plus FSR1. And in addition to that ray tracing mode, that fidelity ray tracing mode, they also have a standard fidelity mode that is targeting a higher resolution without the use of ray tracing techniques. And they have a performance mode as well. So basically the same lineup as base PS5, but with more fidelity here. There was a bit of image breakup when I was entering new rooms, but I suspect that's mostly from the RT here. The PSSR resolve actually looked pretty good in this title. And they also mentioned that the performance mode now uses some of the settings from the old fidelity modes that should be enhanced a little bit. And I was actually able to speak to Jose Valletta, who's the technical director for Hogwarts Legacy, and he had some interesting things to say about the PS5 Pro's hardware, its ray tracing capabilities, and how it enabled them to use more substantial ray tracing in their game.
First thing on the PS5 base, we couldn't include RT shadows. That was available on our PC title, so we had now the opportunity to include that on the Pro version. By bringing that, you bring in a level of detail that we never seen before on the PS5. On the shadows are more sharper, more accurate. You can actually do more far away content on it, so you can see more details around the objects get projected on those shadows. For the PS5 Pro, we double the resolution on the screen percentage that we use for the reflections. Also, there is the BVH management on the PS5 Pro. It's much faster on it than the base, so that can give us a capability to collect objects that are more farther out and have more accurate representation when you do make a reflection.
So yeah, I think overall, Hogwarts Legacy, definitely a highlight here. Improved ray tracing, PSSR is improving image quality. All around, it seems like a worthwhile upgrade. And yeah, in person, actually looking at it, it did look more impressive than I would say it did in the footage that we were sampled. Even in the new footage that we're running here that we were sampled, I think it looked really, really, really nice in person. And those additional ray tracing settings, including the enhanced RT reflections, which are more distant, the enhanced RT shadows, I think it does add up to make a game that actually does look quite a bit better than it does on base PS5 here.
Interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting to see that the approach to different modes is varying quite dramatically between different developers here.